Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video.
So this is Sicily. From some of the world's finest ancient Greek and Roman ruins, to beautiful coastal towns, to the natural wonders, I highly recommend you visit this year. So let's take a look at 10 beautiful places to visit in Sicily. And if you do like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Number 1. Palermo. It can be described as exotic, chaotic, sultry, and vibrant. Palermo is Sicily's capital and its largest city. From its famous street markets laden with aromatic spices to its grand churches and opulent palaces, it's a very energetic and unique place. You have the wonderful cathedral and the most important architectural monuments in Sicily. Built in 1184 by the Normans as a reconverted Christian church on a site of a Muslim mosque. Other highlights are the neoclassical Teatro Massimo, which is Italy's largest opera house, and among the most renowned, especially when you look at La Scala in Milan. Next up is number 2 and 3, Syracuse and Ortigia. Syracuse is a city on the Ionian coast of Sicily. It's known for its ancient ruins, and it can be split into 2 different areas. Ortigia Island, which is linked to the mainland by a short footbridge, and of course Syracuse's main town. The small Baroque island of Ortigia. The historic centre of Syracuse is widely considered as one of the most beautiful destinations in Italy. Inhabited for over 3,000 years and renowned for its Greek heritage, it's a UNESCO landmark for its remarkable testimony of the Mediterranean cultures over the centuries, and it does make for a perfect weekend escape in any season. It's dotted with impressive church facades, outdoor restaurants, and elegant piazzas, but also surrounded by the sea. Number 4. Scicli. Now this is less well known than its prestigious neighbours such as Ragusa and Noto, but it's just as fascinating and beautiful, and highly recommended for you to visit, especially if you're ever in the southeastern Sicily. It sits in a gorge just a few miles from the long sandy beaches, and the town shares much of its history with other UNESCO heritage site towns. But like the towns in the area, it was totally rebuilt in pure Sicilian Baroque style. And this is why it's such a joy just to wander around. Number 5. Cefalu. Now this is a perfect representative of the quintessential Sicilian seaside town. Narrow cobblestone streets, colourful buildings, and washing strung from balconies are all common sights during your holiday. But you can delve into some of the city's history along the medieval washhouses said to be the residence of the Norman king, or admire Byzantine mosaic interiors with the Norman cathedral. But heading down to the seafront, you'll discover sandy stretches of beach and a small port filled with little fishing boats, and of course fishermen tendering to their nets. And for the best views of the town, you can hike up La Rocca, which can be tough, but the views are totally worth it. Number 6. Trapani. A city in western Sicily with a crescent-shaped coastline. At the western tip, offering views as far as the Aegean Islands, is a 17th century watchtower. But we're going to take a look at the near island Favignana, the largest of the Agadi archipelago, that's located around 4 miles off the west coast of Sicily. Now, Favignana is not your classic touristy island, with thousands of ready-made activities organised by local operators and promoted on every corner. But it's rather a quiet place. You can climb to the castle of Santa Caterina, or you can go diving or circumnavigate the island by boat or scooter, which is entirely up to you. But if you plan to spend the summer on Favignana, you should book your stay well in advance. Number 7. The Ionian Islands. The Ionian Islands are a gorgeous volcanically created archipelago right off the northern coast of Sicily. Lipari is the largest and the easiest to get to, and thus the most bustling. Now, these islands offer natural beauty, but also a historic charm. The town feels relaxed, and especially if you're coming from the mainland. With this attractive harbour with its historic streets and the passages is really busy, by Aeolian standards. But as well as being the main ferry port, Lipari has a castle citadel, a Norman cathedral dating from the 12th century, and a very impressive museum. So if you do plan to come here, outside of the main town, the best places to stay in Lipari are perfect for anyone looking for an island escape. Number 8. Catania. Sitting on the eastern coast of Sicily, at the foot of Mount Etna, this town offers something for everyone. Following a huge volcanic eruption in the 1600s, most of the old town was destroyed. But after this calamity, it took a long time to rebuild. But thanks to the stamina and determination of the locals, it's back in bloom once more. So Catania is a lively city, with shopping streets, still holding a fish market, showing that its port is still important, even after centuries of making the city a commercial centre. But it's also a musical city, so as I said, it is something for everyone. Number 9. Notto. A city in southeastern Sicily, known for its Baroque architecture, including the reconstructed 18th century cathedral. So if you're one of those tourists that like architectural styles, then this place is for you. Along with 7 other towns in the Val di Noto area, it's designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So Notto is a, architectural paradise with one of the most beautiful historic centres in Sicily. Everywhere you look is a gem, whether it's a fountain, an arch, a church, a palace, or even a staircase or balcony. So you can stay either right in Notto, within walking distance to all the attractions, or you can stay further away, in the Sicilian countryside. So I think it's a wonderful town to spend a day in. Number 10. Taormina. Now I recommend this as a great day trip, or even for a relaxing weekend. It's one of the best places in Sicily to visit, especially if you're travelling the east coast, down to Catania. So it's roughly a 1-hour drive from the Catania airport, which makes it really easy to visit as part of a wider Sicilian adventure. The streets are open into terraces, and each one with that postcard-worthy view of the sea or even the mountain. The best known view that's immortalised by painters for centuries is from the landmark Greek theatre, built in the 3rd century BC by the Greeks and completely rebuilt a century later by the Romans. It's still largely intact and used for performances. But you have to admit, it's pretty impressive. And there you have it, folks, new and improved Sicily. I highly recommend that you do visit. I'm sure Sicily is probably not on your list of places to travel, but give it a try. There are plenty of things that you would typically do in the larger parts of Italy, but try Sicily, and I'll see you all on the next one.